disgusting. We had 63 incidents last weekend and 12 deaths. That's bad stuff happening, and probably, I guess you have to take from the leadership. This is called bad leadership.
President Trump talking about Chicago, slamming Chicago Mayor Rahm Emanuel as the number of violent crimes continue to climb in the city. Just this past weekend, 74 people were shot and 12 killed. This is one of the most violent weekends of the year. The total of people that have been shot in Chicago this year, a staggering 1,785. My next guest says Chicago needs help from the president. Joining me now is Democrat State Congressman Shawn Ford. Well, Congressman, the fact is that your mayor says Chicago should be a Trump-free zone, to which you say what?
Well, I have to tell you, thank you, Fox, for making time for me as a Democrat to be on the show. And
Very
I want
important.
the mayor to know that, yes, that Chicago is one of the donor states. And Illinois, I should say, is a donor state for the country, and we get less money back. And to throw away the opportunity to work with the president is shameful. Illinois is 48th in bringing money back to the state.
What is it? Can I just ask you, Representative, what exactly do you think the mayor is doing wrong? Because clearly things are not going right in terms of crime.
Well, the bottom line, the mayor is focused right now on law enforcement and bringing more police into the communities in a city where we have a consent decree where law enforcement hasn't been trained to work in those communities. Instead, we should be working, this is the business, Fox business. We should talk about economic development in those communities. There is a gentleman named D. Nash in Chicago that talks about hammers instead of guns. So we could put development in these communities. And
well, I don't know, Representative, I used to teach junior high school in Cabrini Green, which was one of the poorest areas. That had a lot of government money in it, city government in it. It was a disaster. I'm just wondering if the focus should be, rather than on these elements of trying to redevelop certain parts of the city, just having a zero tolerance for any kind of crime. That's what changed things in New York. New York City, by the way, as you probably know, we went from 2,245 murders in 1990 down to an extraordinarily low 290. We had an 87% decrease in the number of murders, specifically because we focused on crime and yes, stopping having zero tolerance for the small crimes to the middle crimes to the big crimes, and it worked.
Absolutely. I'm going to tell you, I was born in Cabrini Green, and what made that community safer is development and opportunities is vibrant over in Cabrini right now because government and private sectors work together. If this mayor decides to work with the president, we could bring economic development to the west side. We're cutting our nose off to spite our face, saying we don't want to work with the president and the Labor Department. We don't want to work with the president and bring all of the resources that the federal government have to offer. It makes no sense for Chicago to be a Trump-free zone. Yeah, I am calling for the mayor and the president. We must stop the fighting, and we must have a ceasefire.
Well,
as it relates
so far,
to
it doesn't sound like there is much of a
suicide.
ceasefire between those two guys. And I'm just wondering, some of your colleagues have suggested that the mayor should actually resign. Do you go that far?
Well, there's going to be an election, and I think what the mayor should do is be responsible and do what he has taken an oath of office to do, and that is to help keep the citizens in Chicago safe. And that means that he has to do everything that he can to work with the president, to work with the state, work with people that can help. There's no reason for the mayor of the city of Chicago to not work with the federal agents and bring resources back to Chicago.
Well, Representative Ford, I strongly suggest, I know you've been looking around the country for examples that work. New York is one of those examples. It was an amazing turnaround. I lived in this city for the past 30 years, so I saw it happen. I strongly advise you to take a cue from what we did here. But again, our hearts and prayers go with you. We hope you're able to work things out and bring this horrible crime rate down.
Thank you so much, and I will, because I'm working with a contributor, Gianno Cotwell. I tell you, you guys have great contributors on the show.
Gianno's a wonderful guy.
Thank you so much.
Thank you very much. We had Gianno on. Yeah, I agree with you. He's a terrific guy. Thanks very much for being here.